Evening Vinyl community. This is part two to my show. My dogs were acting up, so I had to stop this one, the first one, and restart on the second one. Hopefully, I can try to merge them together. I'm going to do my best. If not, I'll put them both out, and then one will be part one, and this will be part two. So here are the stuff. Here are the things that I have that are autographed, and I have quite a few here. So this is going to take me a couple of minutes, but bear with me, and you're going to see some pretty cool stuff here. This is autograph I got from Steve Reed. He signed it here, and Steve Reed. This is the album Water Sign. Steve Reed was the drummer percussionist for the Rippingtons, so that was really cool. That was a great show, and then after the show, I got a picture taken with me and my friend John with Steve Reed, and yeah, that was back in the day in Pleasure Island in Orlando, back when they had all the bars there, and they had a jazz club, and then they would play there, and that's where we saw Steve Reed and a couple more of these I'm going to show you. But he's a great percussionist, and he also played on a couple of the last Supertramp albums, Brother Where I'm Bound, and yeah, so he's credited for playing on those albums as well. Steve Reed. Here we go with Steve Winwood again. Steve Winwood, this album, this is 45 here, Spy in the House of Love. And I actually got this the night me and my friend John again, we went to see Steve Winwood in Orlando at the Hard Rock, or it could have been, yeah, I believe it was the Hard Rock. And anyway, it was a great show. And I think I've told this before that he had a camera and he was taking pictures. But then the usher told me, he said, either you give me the camera or you got to exit the building. So he gave him the camera and he watched the rest of the show with me. It was a great show. I'm glad I got to see Steve Winwood finally. He put on a really great show. And after the show, they had a record store across the street, a Virgin Record Store used to be there. And he was upstairs. We took the escalator up, and then he was signing CDs. So that's how I got this signed. I got to meet him. I didn't get a picture with him, but I did get to meet him, Steve Winwood, and he signed my CD for me. So that was pretty cool. And then Jeff Koshua. Jeff Koshua was the saxophone player for the Rippingtons, and he also has done solo albums. But he signed this. This is a night me and my friend John once again. We were at the jazz club down there, and we went and seen Jeff Koshua play by himself in his own band. And then I seen Jeff Koshua play again in Altamont Springs a few years later. I went over there by myself, and I saw Jeff Koshua play in a little like outdoor amphitheater there in Altamont Springs, Florida. So I got to see him twice. Well, probably more than that because I saw the Rippingtons a couple times too, and Jeff played with them. And he also played with a band called the Sax Pack. He did a couple albums with them. Just a tremendous saxophone player. I haven't heard anything lately from him. I'll have to check out and see what he's been doing. Okay, now we got to get to the big stuff here. This here is a autographed picture that I had framed of Craig Chiquisa. Craig Chiquisa, excuse me, played with Jefferson Starship, like on Red Octopus and Dragonfly and a couple other. I don't know how many albums he played with him, but it was 2 or 3. But I got to see him in Orlando at the Peabody Hotel outdoor, and he had an opening act. I can't remember that guy's name. He played saxophone too. But then Chiquisa came out and he was just awesome on guitar. And he did a series of albums, of New Age albums. And this was one of the albums he did. And then he had the posters there and he was signing them. And I got his to sign a poster. And then later on, I had it framed. A lot of jazz artists. I really like a lot of jazz. Here's another one. I got 3 more. Tori Amos, I seen her on her first tour, and this was a picture and an autograph that she autographed this here at the show I saw in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And then I found this picture online, and I put them together, and I put them in a frame. So it says something like, what does it say? Arthur Love Tori Amos. So that was cool. I got to see her 3 times on that tour. I saw her in Mobile, I saw her in Baton Rouge, and I saw her in New Orleans. So yeah, it was really cool. Only problem is I've never seen her again after that. I never got the chance to where she was playing. This was a long time ago now. Everything seems to be a long time ago. Okay, I'm going to save the best for last. Oh, here we go. Excuse me. This is a heavy one. This is Mr. Steven Wilson and his band. This was a poster that they were giving out in Ponte Vedra, Florida, a few years back when I saw him live there with his band. And all the members of the band signed it, and they were selling them on the table. So I purchased one, and then when I got it home, I went to a store and got a frame, and I framed it. And it's got Alex Hutchins on here, and Craig Blondell, and Nick Beggs, and the keyboard player, and Steven up here. Yeah. So that's really nice, huh? Yep, Steven Wilson, my favorite artist, along with Porcupine Tree. And this is the last one. This has David Gilmour and Roger Waters signed here. You can probably see it. Get my finger out of the way. And this is the picture disc of Wish You Were Here. And they have the 2 autographs there. I don't have the other 2 autographs. He only had the 2 that signed this on the original cardboard. And then this was a guy that was in Cocoa Beach, Florida. And he also got me a Moody Blues VHS tape of them live at Cape Canaveral. And I think I've already shown that too. That goes with this. But so, yeah, I got autographs from David Gilmour and Roger Waters. I've had this a long time. Well, that's about all I got. Some shout outs. Tony 2 from the Trunk, George Allen's LPs and CDs, Happy Hippie, Vinyl Guy, Prog Hat, Rachel, the Music Man, Rachel, The Wax, The Static Traveler. I've been watching Pinch and Derek. Those guys are funny. And I like the Static Traveler's regular. He's got a contest he started tonight. I might go ahead and do that one. Stoner Stash Box, That Old Goat Vinyl, and JT's Record Room. You see some of these shows lately, they've been saying they got sick. So I hope the best for all the people that have gotten sick with this COVID, and I hope everybody recovers nicely from it. I don't want to go too far into depth about that, but I just want to say I hope that the people that in the vinyl community that have gotten this recover well. So everybody have a good evening, and we'll be talking to you later. I plan on doing another show on Tuesday night, and I'm going to show all my daughter's records that are here, and you'll see that she's influenced quite a bit by me and my music taste. She's currently deployed overseas in the United States Navy. So, and she has her records here with Dad. So you take good care, and we'll be talking to you soon. And bye for now.